That's not right. What the heck? There we go. Whoopsies. Oh, I forgot I changed that. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. It's another stream. It's a little late. A little late for a stream, but hey, we got there. Was a little busy today. To anyone who saw me stream earlier in the day, no, I didn't. No, that 7-minute stream, not real. Didn't happen. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Peter, for contributing to the I Play Alan Wake challenge. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. Okay. Alright. I just read I just noticed that you sent 8 messages while I was starting up stream, and I'm not responding to those. Anyway. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. By popular demand, that being just Epsilon lost, he told me to play Gone Home. So today, we're going to be playing Gone Home. Once again, know nothing about this game, but it was suggested to me, and so I play it. There is music. I heard music. Hello, fellow chatters! Oh, Jeffrey123 says hi. That's so nice. Thanks, Jeffrey. Do I also hear... There's no crickets. Alright. Oh, wow. Thanks for redeeming first, Peter. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Use arrow keys and look around using the mouse. The community challenge is 95% of the way complete. That's great. That's fantastic. So good. So happy. So happy to hear that. The Fulbright Company. Like a light bulb.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
You just need one other person to donate to reach the Alan Wake goal? Well, I'm sure Sam will be here at any point, because he wanted to see me play this game. Okay, the game's a little loud. Let's go with that. That should be good. That should be good for the game audio. Okay. Let's see what this game is all about. Ooh, look at that sensitivity. Can I change that sensitivity? Yes, yes you can. Let's lower that. Okay, I think I meant let's raise that. Okay, the mouse sensitivity is not actually changing at all. Or is it the mouse acceleration? Is that the problem? What's tripping out your ears? The water? The rain? Okay, that's the right direction. Let's put these back on. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Hold right mouse or left shift to look closer. It's spatially aware and your ears feel weird. Is there a way to run? Is there... What, you don't like this? You don't like this, Peter? I think I'm gonna turn off... I think mouse acceleration is the problem. Yeah, okay. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Cup. Cup. It's a cup. Lamp. Christmas duck. Christmas duck? This was $5.99? That's a steal! Well, I have gone home. I guess game's over now. That's it. Okay. I'm getting slightly annoyed from my mouse constantly getting stuck. Okay, mouse acceleration makes that better. I see. Lightning! Very, very frightening. Okay. By Stephen King. The blank page. Okay. Thanks, Stephen King. Toilet paper. I don't like seeing a real life lightning is light. Yes, I'm aware thunder's the sound. I just wanted to, anyway. Thunder means that there was lightning. No, because thunder means there was lightning. I'm not wrong. The thunder's not the thing that's scary. No one's died to thunder. No one's gonna get killed by thunder. People are gonna get killed by the lightning that accompanies it. If someone shatters your window, you're going to say intruder, even though what you heard was glass breaking, and you should probably say glass breaking. I'm just saying the danger that accompanies the sound. Or game. Over the Alps, a novel traveling game. Okay. No, it is rational, though. It is rational. I think you should rationalize not correcting people for saying the correct thing. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, phone. No phone. Messages.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you?
These sound like my messages to Sam.
Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Crazy. These sound like my messages.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up.
Crying and
Really,
everything,
seriously,
yeah.
you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Yeah, Sam doesn't talk to me for a day, and I go, Sam? Sam, are you there? Alright, what's this note say? Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. It is what I do all the time. Yeah. You don't talk to me for a day. I call you up and I say, oh, there's that lightning again. Read itinerary. I just hear so much lightning when I'm in this house, you know? I'm just listening to all the lightning around me. I'll just sit and listen to lightning all the time. Okay, what is this? What is this bulletin board of? So starting from Cincinnati, going to all over the place. Katie's departure, 7/6/94, flight 881, 12:10 to Amsterdam. Okay. Marker. It's a galaxy permanent marker. Fine point. Ooh. Oh, this is nice to draw with. That's a good marker. Good marker. I like that marker. Alright. See you, Peter. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate the lurk that you are going to be doing. Sam, Katie, Mom, and Dad. Jan and Terry. Yeah, that is what Epsilon looks like in real life. You don't need a command. You don't need a command alert. Alan, thanks for showing up. Thanks, man. Is that it? Does that mean the challenge is has the challenge been completed with that? I thought there was only 2,000 left. Hi, Jill. Welcome to the one and only stream that I've done today. Yep, the community challenge has been completed. Awesome, great. I have to play Alan Wake. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots. I don't know how to French. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you're my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Mom, Dad, and Sam. Arbor Hill, Boone County, or 97141, USA. It is true, we do hate the French. Well, thanks everyone so much for contributing to the I Play Alan Wake Community Challenge. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I have to play Alan Wake now. Yippee. I guess I'll be playing that next week until I finish it. The French are heckin' stinky? So true. Who is this? I have no idea. That looks like no one in the photo. DeZoto. Okay. Obituary. Oscar Doc Mason. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. He was born in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree and returned to Boone County. Quickly became a well-loved figure. A service will be held this Sunday. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County to whom he provided wellness and comfort. Thanks, Doc Mason. Grab a pack of cards. It's a pack of playing cards. Wow. Epic. We won't need those for anything. I'm just gonna leave everything open. Why would I go through the effort of closing it? Welcome, new students. We hope that you are as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. 1 sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods. 1-line notebook per period, or 1 large notebook with 6 divided sections. At least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils. 1 box of colored pencils, a standard combination lock for your assigned locker, a nutritious lunch, or $250 for a lunch provided by the cafeteria, a positive attitude. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before, and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again, welcome. Beth Valence, Principal. Okay, cool.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Epic. So I live on a hill, and no one likes the hill. Boone County. Pacific Insurance Masters, Terrence Greenbrier, Arbor Hill, Boone County. Wiring in house is technically up to safety. I don't like that. Don't like that technically. Does the entire electrical system meet local codes? Yes. Are there any deficiencies? Unclear. That's great to hear. Have been added into structure over the last 100 years system. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits. Wired directly behind the surface, properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. Oh, hey, thanks for the tier 1 gift sub, Alan. That's a great guy right there. We love that. We love that Alan guy. Cool. Epic. So, problems with the house. Electrical says they won't fix it because it's all up to code. And Jill, you be happy for your, what is it, 1 month? 1 month with no ads? Feel free to enjoy that. Where am I going? Oh, and Epsilon lost! Wow. Great. Alan, such a pal. Such a friend to all. Another tier 1 gift sub. The Accidental Pariah, and it is John F. Kennedy. Great. Message from our future. Save the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. Okay. So my dad is an author. Epic. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Dad got porn mags. Pornos. Epic. Alan also gifted Kurt and Kat the gift subs. Alan just got all the gift subs today. That's awesome. Thanks, Alan. What is that now? 4? Nice. Pen. Examine magazine. Okay. Lid. I just brought that in here. The accidental patriarch villain ambassador Messiah. The occasion. This is him trying to come up with a name for the book. The accidental prophet, the unreliable prophecy. The accidental prophet. We'll go with that one. Good job, Dad. Proud of you. Made it in the end. What's this? A Stranger Under My Roof. The #1 best-selling advice book for parents or teens. Dr. Alyssa Medina. The teen years are fraught with I never had such a good conversation with my daughter. These simple tools can make all the difference to a relationship with your child. Okay, cool. Don't know why that's there. Probably not important to the story in any way. Ooh, another letter. Love these. November 1st, 1994. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of home theater aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff that I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time. He's the boss. So I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Brent Kurtwood. Cool. 0451. 0451. 0451. I'm sure that's important. Okay. That's this room. Don't like those noises. Harry, hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at HIF Aficionado has too much review.
Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at the rail station.
Stay indoors. Got it. How am I enjoying the game so far? There's a lot going on. There is certainly a lot going on. And I'll figure it out. I don't like the mouse and it just locking anything you can interact with. Like this, you see how low my sensitivity is right there? And then here, it's just so high. But other than that, I think it's fun. I think it's fine. I'm liking the atmosphere so far. Sam thought this might help. Dad. Making friends. Feeling lonely is a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you to make friends, even when you're shy.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. And she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Wait, that's this lady. Yeah, right there. They play Street Fighter. Whoa. Whoa, that's a gamer right there. That's crazy. All right, what does this note say? Let's go back to this. Or let's play this. Okay. Back to the letter. Now he's looking for another freelancer. Actually, I thought of you. You were saying in your past letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest book of literature. Writing story reviews is dead simple. I've included some issues. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor. That's the address? Okay, cool. Alright. It's that book Dad wrote. Cool. What is... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. The Accidental Savior. Not just another James Bond. Okay, so this is the same book we saw before. Got it. Hauntings and poltergeists. That's promising. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting. Okay. That doesn't matter. No pizza. Ah. Put on a coaster, that makes sense. Button. Bratmobile? Okay. What is that? Highlighter? Brightness. Cool. What else do we got here? Matchbox? Can't start a fire with that. Candles? Read shipping label. David Warning. Notify sender of new address. Greenbrier Terrace, 1 Arbor Hill, Boone County. So I used to live in New York, but now I live in Boone County. Why does it keep saying or 97141? Oh. Oh, that's the... Because the states were... Oh. OR isn't or, it's the state. Is that Orlando? I think... No, wait. Orlando's a Cal... I don't know. Oregon? Oregon. Boone County in Oregon. That sounds right. Let's go with that. No, I got it with a zip code, Jill. I'm just stupid and thought OR was the word or. Like, either we live in Boone County or the zip code. Which doesn't make any sense. Okay. Alan gave everyone else subs and not one for himself. That's so funny. The Heaven at the Edge of the World. Samantha Greenbrier. The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the Black Pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the Black. Bro is loose in the ads. Bro is lost in the ads. Need a break from the ads? I just heard a door creak. I don't like that. On the deck of the Black ship, he yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Eraser. Pen. Ballpoint pen. Bunch of coupons. A lot of coupons. Pencil. I don't like that. Yes, you can make me play Mega Bonk for 6 hours. I guess that's another one I'm going to be playing next month. Sigma already said I have to play... He already redeemed it and said I have to play Hat in Time. So yes, I will play Mega Bonk for 6 hours. I don't know what that is, but I'll play it. United States Department of Agriculture. Okay. Bunch of coupons. Lip balm. Tissue box. Grab die. I can roll dice. 7. Good job. Can it be done on my birthday? When's your birthday, Jill? Yeah, I'm sure I can do that. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad, sorry about the stuff that's missing. Same. The 17th. Got it. Yeah, I'll do that. Mega Bonk on the 17th. I'll mark it on my calendar. In fact, so I don't forget, let me shoot a message over to Epsilon. Mega Bonk, November 17th. Oh, no. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this at my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. So Lonnie. Lonnie is the pink hair one. I said let me send a message to Epsilon so I'll remember. Yeah. I don't have a calendar.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Lonnie. Why does it keep saying added to backpack? What does that mean, backpack? Was I supposed to pick up my backpack at the front door? No. Heavens to Betsy. Okay. What's in here? Open folder. Read assignment. Samantha Greenbrier. Below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper. Write reproductive system worksheet number 6 at the top. Then choose one of the 2 stories and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a specific topic to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. Okay. Are these mine or is this the assignment? Why is this like a rhyme or a poem here? Is this what I wrote? Choose one of the 2 stories and rewrite. This isn't a story. This is a poem. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare. Okay, so you can either talk about the way that the vagina or the penis works when it comes to sex having. Got it. Great worksheet. And I wrote 2. Is that what I'm getting from this? No, I did it wrong and I had to rewrite it. Yeah, okay. This one, okay, got it. And it was 2 pages. I didn't write 2 of them. My first one was just bad. I'm bad at school. Perfect. I figured it out. I solved the puzzle. I am simply bad at school. World history. Epic. Glass doesn't break. Record. Record plays. Would Joseph Joestar make a good Spider-Man? Instead of Spider-Sense, he says your next... No! No, he would not make a good Spider-Man. He's killed so many people. He'd make a terrible Spider-Man.
Can't get you off my mind.
Voodoo, mildew, and shandu.
It was nothing important, Peter. You
I'm
can
right
go
here
back.
looking at you, honey. If it ain't me, it's my shadow.
You think I sent you far away
I ain't been nowhere.
from me? I thought
Yeah, but,
you'd
like,
say
he's a
you're
murderer and very much not like Spider-Man at all.
You got me back. You left
The
your
only thing that aligns is
I'll let
him
my
saying
second
your
sound.
next line will be, which isn't even a spider sense. That's just foresight.
but I killed the gray.
That's like saying, would Subaru? Would Natsuki Subaru? Okay, I can't talk while this is playing.
Keep on.
But that's like saying, would Natsuki Subaru make a good Spider-Man because he can see the future? Okay, bye Peter. Have fun reading your fanfic. I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah. Despite low sales, we went ahead with publication of the 2nd book. Okay, Accidental Pariah was 1st book, Accidental Savior was 2nd book, and that one was what was published. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, so our stewardship of the series must end here. It's been a pleasure. And the second book flopped, so it didn't do well. So, my dad, he wants to be an artist, but no one's picking up his books. Very tragic. No one reads his books. There it is, a book, a box full of his books. That's not sad at all. And a box full of his first books. Wow, look at that. And they were both about John F. Kennedy. Maybe stop writing about the same events, and people will actually read about it. Locked. Locked. I need a key. I need to find a key.
I'm ascending past Super Saiyan, past Ultra Instinct. I'm becoming soup. Wait, why am I soup? Krillin help. I'm delicious.
Wow. Why is he soup? Oh? Oh, what is this? Death Note? Arbor Hill. Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly moved to a wonderful... You are newly wed. Married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often this is so difficult to read. Had often lingered on your in the 10 years a curse we last met. Your marriage gives me much moments. Okay. No, I got it. No, I got what that letter said. They were congratulating me on my marriage. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was 1,000,000 miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk. Despite not having touched a drop in hours, he vomited onto his feet. His bare feet. He stared for a moment, processing his sick, flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase, Matter Transference Operator. Then he passed out. I can tell why my dad isn't such a great writer. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages has passed before. But now, oh man, they needed him, now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it, so he made the machine. How to transport him bodily across time. Now, he stood there on the bridge of the Starg ship, Archimedes, command of the vessel, because only he who had saved the Predestinat's life twice before could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Epic. Okay. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. I'm pretty sure... there was something... Ah, here it is. 0451. 0451. Got it. It was in the same room. 0, 4, 5, 1. Dear Mr. Mason, please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. A notarized copy has been filled at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Sincerely, Jeffrey Wise. It's a will and testament. I don't like all the movement I'm hearing. Possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after a full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon my passing. I declare I am a lifelong resident of Boone County, that I am unmarried and have no children. I declare I have no outstanding debts to my name, to any creditors living or dead, and I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts to my nephew, Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr., Ellis County. In the event that said Terrace should predecease me, then in such event the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children, as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. Okay, so that was the guy that died. Oscar Mason. This guy. Cool. So he died. It went to, I guess, my dad or uncle or something. Cool. I don't like hearing all those movements upstairs. What is this? Why is it dark? Newspaper clipping. Boone County, plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting. A fire was going to start. Smoke will likely linger, but they had precautions to stop it from doing so. Got it. Another deck of playing cards. Epic. Light switch. Comb. Pen. Personal calendar. Monday. Couples something. Cooking class. Fake apron. Ballroom dancing. Monday. Couples something. Cooking class. Bathroom. Dancing. Ballroom dancing. Once again. Okay. So these are all the same. But on the last day, Wednesday's cooking class, Friday ballroom dancing, and then cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Jerry and Sam. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry Service, to aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation. A ranger with expertise is being transferred to the station. So did the fire happen? Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance. Okay. So someone was transferred to help with the fire. Janice Greenbrier. My mother, Janice Greenbrier, went to help with the forest. My father's a writer. Got it. Okay, no. So they're just a burn operation. There is no actual fire. It was just taking risks to prevent them. Or taking... Yeah. You know what I meant. Cassette case for Sam. Rat Mobile Potty Mouth. I don't like that at all. Not a fan of that, but I'm going to take this back downstairs and listen to it. Right in here. Right in here.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Oh, okay. So that's what this tape was. Got it. Cool. Smoke alarm. Okay. Let's go back upstairs where there's a lot of creaking noises. And I'm sure nothing terrifying up here. What's this say? Radiation area, keep out. Is this my room then? Yard. Kurt Cobain. Groove. More lip balm. Soda cans all over the floor and a cup. And is that dirty laundry or folded laundry? It'd be weird to just have folded clothes just laying on the floor. Enter combination. Let's try the same one. 0571. Anything like that? 04 something. I thought it was 7. Cool. That's a board game. The King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt. No, this is me writing. I wrote it. And sturdy Jerkin descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice, the hairs on Captain Allegra's arm stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long, before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap, spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb, topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls floated one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase, hewn from rock, led down to the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you—" But the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. "All traced by this invincible thread, of course." Allegra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no. No, the singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran, summoning his undead power. The king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Okay, so like a fun little like pirate ghost stories. That's cool. And that's me. That's the character I'm playing as that wrote that? Am I Sam? Man, Sam had this in like 4th grade. I don't know. Sam went missing. I think that was just Sam's journal. The Holy Bible. Great. Okay. Journey of Crystal. Binder doesn't do anything. Adventurous, the cat returns. Super Spitfire. Clothes, and more clothes. Oh, cassette. Bratmobile, Cool Schmule. Cup. Soda can. Nail polish. These funny little slap-on bracelet thingies. Brochure. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Mrs. Teacher Lady. English, creative writing. Nice. Creative writing was a fun class. Okay. Tissue box, hairbrush. Where... I had a cassette. Where did I put it down? Right here. Okay. This needs to go back downstairs. I'll leave it here for now while I keep exploring up here. What's this? To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Sam, stop leaving every light on in the house. You're as bad as your sister. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. We stole Daniel's Nintendo game? That's messed up. That's messed up. I would never do such a thing. Danger. Wear goggles and rubber gloves when handling anything in this room. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it. So either it's good, or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 750, okay? Don't barf. And then drew a fun little picture of a cheeseburger barfing. I don't like hearing that noise. And I hear that a lot. Ha ha ha, alright, see you then. So Sam ditched out on Mom making dinner, which is a pretty rare event. Got it. Nail polish, toothpaste, box, toothbrush. Toothbrush go in there. Turn on faucet. Cup can also go in there. Hand soap, we don't need that. Hairbrush go in there. Bloodstains.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today.
Nope.
She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Ooh. Emery board. Cleansing powder. Toilet paper. Box. Nothing special about any of that stuff. There's no code on any of it. Oh, code? Nope, Lonnie rules. Cool, well that's not blood, that's just red hair dye. Good to know. I thought it was blood. I need a code from somewhere. Mom's purse. Dear Mom and Dad. Dear Mom and Dad. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam. I am in the channel. This is my second passage through the channel. I'm on my way back from London this time, going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the channel. London was great, Dad. I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. Mom, Dad, and Sam. Okay, so I think I'm Katie, and I've been away from home because I've been in... Where is this? Paris? London. Yeah. All over, really. I think that's what the brochure was before. Now, the freaky thing about this room... It's another Holy Bible. Epic. Is I haven't been in this room, but everything looks ransacked. Everything looks ransacked, and I don't like it. Aw, Mitten. Caitlin, age 5. I drew a fun little picture of a cat, and they got it framed. Okay, well, this door is open for some reason. And the lights turned on in here. And I haven't been here. Okay. This is fine. Ghost Hunter Sam and Lonnie's Secrets. House Investigation Log. Hidden compartments found 3. One in the library, one upstairs hall, and one in the foyer. Evidence of the supernatural. Discovered 0. The search continues. Oh! Okay, there's one in Sam's room. Or right across the hall from Sam's room. There's one in the foyer. And there's one in the library. And this takes me down to the library. Show flyer, The Misfits, Saturday, October 29th. Plus special guest Maidenhead, Stygia. Okay, so Sam and Lonnie just put that there.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Well, that's fun. It's a fun little story. I'm sure there's nothing terrifying that's going to happen at any point.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck.
So I guess this is, yeah, Bratmobile. Okay, cool. This is what Lonnie gave me. That's the cassette I got from Lonnie. This is Lonnie, by the way, as a reminder. Lonnie DeSoto. Let's leave a picture of Lonnie just right here. Can you stop? Whoever's doing that, can you stop? It is uncomforting. There's a hidden compartment somewhere down here. I don't know where, though. This direction to wake from new home. Direction to work from new home. Travel time, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, so this is how Sam's been getting to work, I assume? I assume that's Sam's note. Cool. Okay. Pretty good story so far. Pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. Board game. Where is that hidden compartment? Itinerary. This is where I have gone. Katie. These are the places I've gone. And that's me in the middle there. That's Katie. Nope, I'm at the top there. That's me. That's what I look like. That's Sam. That's Jan. And that's Terry. He writes books. Terry writes books. There's a hidden compartment somewhere down here. It said there was. I'm not crazy. It said in the foyer, across the hall from Sam's room. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little down room we shared freshman year when we were miserable? Fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them, seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split. This good old split love we had since, but got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you were over want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi. Carol. That was to my mom. That was my mom's childhood friend, Carol. I'm sure Carol's doing fine currently. Boone County. Telephone directory. Where's the hidden compartment? Where is it? Where is it? Am I not in the foyer? Where is it? Okay, well, I know there was one hidden compartment right here. Yeah, right there. Oh, Ouija board! Oh, Ouija board! Take first combo strap. To open, turn to open. Half of Sam's combo locker. 1. Hello? Hello, who are you? Oscar. What do you want? To come back. Oh. Oscar is the one who's been haunting the house. Wait, Oscar's the one that gave us this house, isn't it? Isn't he? Didn't Oscar die and we got the house because of his will and testament? But he didn't die. He died of natural causes. He just is sad that he's dead and has been haunting the house ever since. Okay, cool. Ugh. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse personally, spiritually, and sexually. Reverend Alexander Michaels. Okay, we put that back. I don't want to read about my dirty, filthy parents. So, where's the third hidden compartment then? And where is this Oscar foyer? It's here. In the library it's here, in my room it's here, in the foyer it's in the next room over. So it should be right here. Yeah. Heaven at the Edge of the World, The Green Glacier, Part 2. Samantha Greenbrier, 9th grade. Private, do not read. Allegra and her scouting party peered down, warily, through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness, juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry! Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand. But it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water and splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. This is the second time the first mate has died. This is the second time. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's, then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat, soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, well, look back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, and hands and body of a woman. Still in the first mate's clothes, still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Wow. That's crazy. 51. In right 3 times, stop it at full turn. Sam or... Okay. Added to backpack. How do I open the backpack? It is 1. There it is. Okay. The completed combination. 051. To open, turn right 3 times, stop at first number. Turn left 1 number to... Turn left once number to stop full turn passing first. Turn right at second number. Oh, okay. To open, turn right 3 times. Stop at first number. Turn left 1 full turn passing first number to stop at second number. Turn right and stop at third number. Full shackle. Property of Sam. Private. 051. Got it. It has been so long since I've used one of these. One of these, like, locker room locks. I completely forgot how they work. Zero, 51. Lonnie, 1994. That's Lonnie right there. The
Lonnie
basement.
came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
That's so fun. That's so cute. This is such a cute game, as Alan likes to say. So where's the horror part of it? Is it the horror part of it? Is Oscar going to eat me alive? Am I going to get killed by Oscar? Read note. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Just a bunch of boxes in the guest room. Yeah, didn't get anything unpacked. There's the miscellaneous box, there's the Katie box, miscellaneous, books, miscellaneous. There's a lot of miscellaneous boxes. Katie. I assume miscellaneous. Okay. Don't like that. Another cassette? Heavens to Betsy. Nothing can stop me. Just more music. Oh, art. Katie's the artist. Oh, there's a cassette player right here. Okay, I thought that was like glitched out and broken at first. That was scary. Performance evaluation. Richard Pattermuck. Supervisor. Janice Greenbrier. Knowledge and skill exemplary. Communication exemplary. Work ethic. Everything 5 across the board. Ranger Pattermuck has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contributions to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignments to this facility. Cool. Halloween show. The Misfits. They're awesome. Don't forget your costume. Stygian Lounge, 10:29, 9 p.m., 306. See you there.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Nice. We love lying to Mom and Dad. Why is there just a single hanging dress in here? That is ominous. Oh, is that Captain Allegra and First Mate? That's great. That's amazing. Oh, this is Captain Allegra's shirt, clothes, uniform, outfit. That's fun. That's fun. Ah, there we go. Now I can see. Look at those two. Your costume, my costume. Lonnie. That's so cute. That's so great. I love that. They went dressed as Sam's OCs. That's so funny. Lonnie, a real one. Lonnie, holy crap! I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner. I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my god. I've got to see this. We're skipping 6th. They skipped school just to see that? Nice. Okay. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Do not enter. Ooh, a dark room. I've been in those before. You developing photos up there? Well, it's locked anyway. Map. Okay. There's this area that leads to the attic. The attic's locked. There's a hidden panel. They're downstairs. Downstairs, we haven't explored the right at all. So let's explore that before we use this key. Let's see what's going on the other side. Creepy basement. Oscar's old stuff in here. Hidden panel. Let's see what's going on this side before we use that key. Oh, it's a skull. Cool. Echa and Mexico. Nice. Get my old track trophy. Regional track and field finals. Girls long jump event, Caitlin Greenbrier, first place. Track and fields, girls 100-meter relay, first place, Jamie Bloom, Carla Jones. Nice, I got first place. I'm good at running. Okay, we can't go that way. Got it. So we go the only way we can. This door is locked, but I have the key now. To the creepy little basement. With all the cobwebs. Ring binder. Oh no! Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoy the flavorful rotates potatoes. Sorry. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long. But it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially, yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie. Lonnie D. A fancy man. Polite. So cordial. Wow. Dear Mrs. DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate. Following the aforementioned meal with my parents, your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman, with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again sometime next year, shall we? Indeed, Madam Samantha Greenbrier, Esquire. We have fun here. We have fun here. Yes, yes, it was delightful indeed. What's this? S plus J. S plus L? What could that mean? That's weird.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
That's cute. That's fun. Alright. Let's deal with the spooky little furnace here. Ooh, first. Another one of mine, no doubt. Reproductive System Worksheet 6. Yep, immediate plus. One page, a single page. You said Spooktober, not Scaretober. Okay, yeah, so I wrote a lot less, and I got a better grade. Nice. Whereas Lonnie, nope. Whereas Sam put a lot more time into it and got a worse grade. With all that creative writing stuff. Furnace. So spooky, so scary. Lamp. Joyce, a complete understanding. Oh, this is one of Granddad's books. Granddad, Richard Greenbrier. Wasn't that the son of Oscar whatever? He used to own this place? Letter from Granddad. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. Author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. For the lens through which the personal shown was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and plausible dime store, science fictional, deus machina. The great authors speak of their lives milieu in clear and honest tones, a lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication. Rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbrier, PhD. Wow, kinda just like tore into his son there. That's messed up. Messed up right there. I think that's mom's citizenship stuff. Elizabeth Conley Queensbriar, Janice, United States of America, King County. July 72. That doesn't seem right. The 20th of July, 1972. Okay. Cool. Mom citizenship. I'm sure that'll come in handy. What's this room? Why is the light on already? Girl Scout. The bound, formerly known as Cub Scout. Set list. Role model. Authority. Main squeeze. Tongue stories. Instruction. First mate. Self. Girl Scouts denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
That's so nice. It's Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Sam, today's Spanish lesson X-Fly Mosca, X-Hubcab, Tapacubos, X-Sunbeam, Rayo del Sol, Extra Love, Tu Amor. I'm so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico. I think probably the nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mystery island. A mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together out there in the wilderness, together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed, and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Lonnie. That's great. That's great. There's a little pillow here. That's great. Okay, into the dark, spooky, stairs to basement. First floor plan. Foyer, dining, greenhouse, laundry, washroom, kitchen, pantry. Cool. Another combination to enter. Awesome. Another door. Oh. It doesn't work. There's just wood in here. It's a bunch of... Oh, scrap. Order this month. Two brandy, two something else, one whiskey. WR 23. The old guy of the house. Oscar Manor. Something like that. What's in here? Don't want to go back there immediately. I don't like that. Book Mason's Pharmacy. Okay. Guess we're going back here. Not a fan of the darkness. Don't like the dark. Bratmobile. Costume, skeletons, and devils. Cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one. Everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. That's a lie to mom and dad's situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody loves... And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Cassette. Lamp. Light. Grab chips. Potato chips. Yay. Label. Girl Justice Now. Epic. Goodfellow, Senior High School. Samantha Greenbrier. Dear Miss Greenbrier, appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student have been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward. There has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Sincerely, Principal Sheldon Grossman. I don't like Sheldon.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Oh, that's great. I completely forgot that Lonnie wanted to, or is part of the military. Would dress in military uniform all the time. Wants to be part of it. This'll show you who runs things around this joint. No female is gonna tell me she's tougher than a wild Mustang. Oh, cool. Cool, epic. Hello. Oh, sock? Cassette? Cassette. Cassette. Nice. So, I think the last two cassettes were Lonnie. I think that might have been Lonnie's band. Because they sounded like they weren't recorded in the same way. It sounded a bit different. What's this? Flickering lights. Not a fan of flickering lights, but it's fine. Guardian angels up above, bless this house with lots of love. Fun little poem there. Hey Lonnie, sorry, my mom was such a loser last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home, she takes it out on you, like because you're not a member of the family. She knows you won't call her on it. And I'm sorry. It's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete fool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No. Knives, lightning. Nice. Pencil. Letter. Offer a promotion. Do your head conservative exemplary management of the flintlock operation. Your assistant would be sought to fill your previous position on site. Your new posting should be much more convenient. Nice. Promotion. Promotion and closer to the house. So cool. Froth, music and culture. More magazines. What's this? Ooh, Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico. And it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Xmas, miss you. Love from Lonnie. P.S. Treasure it always. That's the skull that's over here. That I threw on the floor. Mom's purse. Nothing important there. Pamphlet. Manual. Okay. Hi, Jan. I got 2 tickets for EWF on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to, so... her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Who is this? Rich? I don't like the flickering lights, but Rich, stop hitting on my mom. Kinda weird. Okay, same thing we saw before. Ooh, folder. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges, and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school, and clearly once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. I'm dead. Disciplinary referral. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Disciplinary action taken. Phone call to student's parent. Out of school suspension. So,
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Such understanding, such great parents, really. First off, congratulations, Jan is Greenbrier, Regional Director. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you writing for? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing we've had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast! But you sound like you're reading a lot into An Innocent Night Out. You're sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay. Do we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person? Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita. Boss lady, soon. Carol. Ah, so my mom made a bigger deal of it than what actually happened. That sounds about right. Ooh, another postcard I sent. What is this? Hi, fam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art in the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull. Probably. Love, Katie. God, no butts in heaven. Get out. That's a good one. That's a good one. The Greenbriers. Nice. Okay. Sent home. Mug. Glass. Fork. Plate. Okay. Uncrumpled manuscript. The Accidental Warrior. Don't Give Up to This, Honey, by Terrence L. Greenbrier. The Accidental Warrior. That's another one of JFK, I assume. Why does the dining room look ransacked? What's in the freezer? Veggies? Vegetables? Box? More vegetables? Ice cream. Ooh, ice cream. We'll leave that one out. Fish sticks? Veggies? Ugh. I'm just sticking with my ice cream. Okay, nothing else in there. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Mr. Richard Morris Pattermark. Richard? I know Richard. Sunday the 4th of June, 1995, at 4:30 in the afternoon. Sunset Lutheran Church, Seaside, Oregon. Sam's schedule: working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Milk used by the 6th 5/90/95. Used by June 5th, 1985. The best for your table. What is this? Cola. More milk, ketchup, salad dressing, relish, cheese, and jam. Oh, banana, apples. Cool. So I get that Sam's not here, but what happened to my family? If they heard I was coming back to town, why aren't they here? Open dishwasher. Grab plate. I don't want plate. Cups? I don't want cups. Cutting board? Don't want that. Pot? Don't want that. Story. Samantha and Danya were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on an adventure, but they went to the bad part of the woods and it got dark. Danny said, "Are you scared?" So Samantha said, "No, are you?" They laid there and went more into the bad part than they were to a part that was never there before. And there was a ship, a pirate ship, on an ocean. Samantha said, "I'll be the captain and you be the first mate." Danya said, I captain," and they went on the pirate ship and started sailing away. Wow, look at that. My first mate.
Daniel finally came over to get his game.
Daniel.
I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Aw, that's sad. So I grew up with Daniel, so the first mate originally was based off of Daniel. And then as I grew older, Sam met Lonnie, and then changed the first mate to be Lonnie. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's usually what happens when you write a story, based it off of the people around you in your story. It's always fun to hear the story of authors when they're writing something, because it's very clear where the inspiration came from in their life most of the time. Very fun. Okay, it is currently June. Katie comes home this month. We'll call with exact date. It is June of 1995. Saturday. Can't make it, send regrets. Can't make it to Rick's wedding because we're on our anniversary trip. Charity pickup, basement noon. Dentist for Sam on the 12th. Check potluck. Okay, so they're on their anniversary trip right now. I'm going to assume it's sometime in here. I'm going to assume it's between the 3rd and the 7th. I'm sure it told us what the date is today, but I don't remember. into the greenhouse with me. The accidental pariah. He has made so many different versions. Unknown dimension. Let me say, I hope this missive finds you well. It feels like a miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not. We aren't the feds, the men in black, or any sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles, type of out-there, mass-marketing, shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ, or zombie, like timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snakeman, It's Inside Me, by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's oft-banned Flesh Traders. Ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, we've been trying to track down the author. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lost their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban America wants, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history revisiting sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. So I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work. Since your original publisher folded a decade ago, we want you to supply a new foreword for the books, to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds. Contract to follow, assuming you're interested, is coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you and to thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. Blast off! So we got picked up by another publisher! My dad got his book published again! Woo! Hat.
I asked Lonnie what she had to do to get ready to ship out for basic training. She said, not a lot, really. You're not allowed to bring anything with you. You have no possessions, no contact with the outside world while you're in basic. You just train hard every day, and then you deploy from there. So, they'll just send her away. To who knows where. The other side of the country. The other side of the world. My mind, can't process it. That she's really going to be gone. Just gone.
That's so sad. Bonnie had to leave her a while. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend, celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd to the 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. Someone took my $40. I didn't see it. There's something in here. Name tag. Sam, Crown Burger. Ask me about clown combos. Crumpled note. Lonnie, my parents are leaving town, so we'll have the run of the whole house till you leave. Where is this guy? Sam died. Imagine actually spending the night in my room instead of sneaking up to our usual spot in the attic. Not that the attic doesn't have its musty allure, but my bedroom is warmer. Sam, we should defile your parents' bed while they're gone. That'll show him. Bonnie, you're so gross. Never change. Messed up. Messed up to do that to my parents' house, to my parents' room. But, they do deserve it. They are trying to be controlling. Not my parents' room, Sam's parents' room. I'm the good child. I already forgot my name. Caitlin, I'm Caitlin. Nope. Nope, we don't turn those lights off. We don't like that. At all. Okay. Well, that's all there is in there. What else do we have to explore? We came from there. We're heading here. Oh, crumpled note. Booted out. A going away show for Lonnie D. Girl Scout, all ages. Last show ever. $3. Saturday, June 3rd. The Tonic.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Aww. Aww. And that was last Saturday. That was just last Saturday. That was so soon. It was so recent. I don't know which of these days it is. I think I'm on the 5th. But I know that... No. Lonnie left on the 5th. Because 48 hours from Saturday, Lonnie left on the 5th. It's so sad. Home cook risotto 10 ways. Pizza on a weeknight? Yes. 165 recipes inside. What to do with leftovers. Easy family meals. Cancel. Cleansing powder, toilet paper roll. Nothing in here. Still looking for that code. Or a key. Either one. Clothes. Washer. Dryer. Note. Sam, I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday, when I'm settled at a base, and you're done with college, and you're a famous writer, and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed, things will be different, and we can be together. Until then, L. Well, we're in the green room. Yippee. The Accidental Pariah with a lot of notes. So many notes. Any notes on the back? No. Open drawer. Nothing in here. Pamphlet. Strong Pines. Cool. Wait, what was that? June 3rd of the 7th, 1995. The Accidental Human. Is this a new one? Yeah, this is a new one he's working on. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for signing along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards. He's writing another book. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved the president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future, of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So, when that familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. Ooh. He saves his own life this time. What a plot twist. The Foyer. Secret door under the stairs. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete. Where we'll do it.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Oh. It's so sad. They sent Oscar away. That's nice. Possession and exorcism. Key to the attic.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
No, Lonnie gone. Lonnie's at military training. Lonnie never coming back. Lonnie's busy in the military. Oh, time to go to the dark room. Hey Sam, you up here? Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong. Love you, Lonnie. Oh.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first two calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. No, I don't like where this is heading. No. No. Don't tell me that Sam got in a car accident. Don't say that. No. Sam. Oh. No.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
Okay, that's fine. Oh. So she just had her phone off. She just had her phone off when I called her. She just had her phone off. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. She just did what I did. She's just exploring the world now with Lonnie. Aww. See, Alan, that's a cute game right there. That's such a cute game. Oh, that was good. That was a fun experience. I like that. But she didn't have to leave her phone at home. That's just mean. Well, that was a fun game. I like that a lot. A great game. The only sad part is that, Janet? Is that what my name is? I keep forgetting my name. I only remember Sam's name, but we won't reunite and talk to each other again. We still could, though. I don't see how this stops us from talking to each other. In any way. Oh, Sam and Lonnie. So cute. That was a good game. I like that game. It was fun. Fun little journal to explore while going through the house. Well, that was a fun little game. Thanks everyone for joining me on that journey, and yeah, it's a game. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Next time. See ya. As we find someone to raid. Oh, that'll be fun. Little nightmares. Alright, there's someone to raid. I will catch you all next time. Have fun watching some more Little Nightmares. Love that game. Great game. Alright. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. We're going to be playing Alan Wake next week. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. We're going to be forced to play Alan Wake next week. It's going to be great. Okay, goodbye now. Goodbye.